Most people think Elon Musk is rich because he has a lot of money in the bank. That idea couldn't be further from the truth. Elon Musk doesn't grow his money the way ordinary billionaires do. He doesn't sit on mountains of cash. He doesn't live off massive salaries. In fact, for years, his official salary was $1. Yet somehow, his wealth exploded from millions to hundreds of billions. So how did it really happen? The story begins with a dangerous idea, one that most financial advisors would tell you never to try. Elon Musk learned early that cash is lazy. Money sitting still loses power to inflation, taxes, and time. The wealthy don't protect cash, they weaponize it. Back in the early days, after selling PayPal, Musk had around $180 million. For most people, that would be game over. Lifetime security, private jets, endless luxury. Instead, Musk did something that shocked everyone around him. He bet almost everything. He poured tens of millions into SpaceX, a company people openly laughed at. Another huge chunk went into Tesla, which at the time was burning money faster than it could make cars. Within a few years, Musk was nearly broke on paper. But this was not recklessness. This was the foundation of his money growth machine. Musk understood something Wall Street rarely explains to the public. Ownership beats income. Employees earn salaries. Owners earn multipliers. By keeping the majority of his wealth tied up in company shares instead of cash, Musk positioned himself for exponential growth. When Tesla's value doubled, his wealth didn't grow by a few million, it grew by tens of billions, without selling a single share. And here's the part most people never hear. Musk didn't need to sell those shares to live. Instead, he used them as leverage. Banks are willing to lend enormous sums to people who own valuable assets. Musk borrowed against his stock, using loans instead of selling shares, avoiding massive taxes while keeping ownership intact. To the public, it looked like magic. To insiders, it was strategy. By the time Tesla's stock exploded, Musk had already built the system. Cash was temporary, control was permanent, and growth was unstoppable. But this was only the beginning. Because once Musk mastered ownership, he moved on to something even more powerful. By 2008, Elon Musk was almost finished. Tesla was bleeding cash. SpaceX had failed 3 rocket launches in a row. Banks wouldn't return his calls. Investors were backing away. On paper, Elon Musk was still a billionaire. In reality, he was weeks away from losing everything. Most people would have retreated, sold shares, protected what little was left. Musk did the opposite. He pushed forward, harder. This wasn't arrogance. It was calculated pressure. Musk understood a brutal rule of wealth that few talk about. Maximum reward lives exactly where most people quit. In December 2008, SpaceX attempted its 4th launch. If it failed, the company would shut down. Tesla wouldn't survive either. That rocket didn't just carry a satellite. It carried Musk's entire financial future. And then, it worked. That single success unlocked everything. NASA awarded SpaceX a multi-billion-dollar contract, instantly transforming the company from a joke into a legitimate player. Tesla secured emergency funding just days before collapse. From the outside, it looked like luck. But here's the truth they rarely explain. Musk had structured his risk. He didn't diversify across safe assets. He concentrated his bets where asymmetric upside existed, where the loss was limited, but the upside was massive. Failure meant losing money. Success meant changing industries. This is how Musk grows wealth without traditional safety nets. He times his risk when others panic. He leans into chaos while competitors freeze. And once stability returns, the value explosion begins. Tesla didn't just recover. It became the most valuable car company in the world, without selling the most cars. That's the secret most people miss. Markets don't reward effort, they reward positioning. Musk positioned himself at the intersection of fear and inevitability: electric vehicles, reusable rockets, energy independence. When belief returned, valuations went vertical. And once again, Musk didn't sell. Because selling creates income, holding creates empires. But risk alone wasn't enough. To multiply his wealth at this scale, Musk needed something even more dangerous. Elon Musk didn't just build companies. He built belief. In the modern world, belief is more valuable than oil, gold, or cash. And Musk understood this before almost anyone else. Traditional CEOs hide behind PR teams. Every word is filtered, every sentence approved by lawyers. Musk did the opposite. He tweeted impulsively. He made bold promises. He joked, argued, and sometimes offended. To critics, it looked careless. To investors, it created constant attention. And attention is fuel. Every tweet kept Tesla in the public eye. Every controversy pulled more eyes toward SpaceX, Neuralink, and his vision of the future. While other companies spent billions on advertising, Musk let the internet do it for free. Here's the hidden financial truth. Valuation follows narrative. Tesla wasn't valued like a car company. It was valued like the future. Electric vehicles, autonomous driving, clean energy, artificial intelligence. Each story expanded Tesla's perceived potential, and with it, its market value. Musk didn't sell products first, he sold possibility. When people believed Tesla would dominate tomorrow, they were willing to pay any price today. And belief compounds faster than revenue. This wasn't manipulation, it was mastery of modern markets. Musk understood that public companies are priced not on what they are, but on what people think they will become. By controlling the narrative directly, he bypassed traditional gatekeepers. Every viral moment added invisible value to his shares. But Musk took this strategy further. He tied his personal identity to his companies. When people talked about Elon Musk, they talked about Tesla. When Tesla succeeded, Musk's wealth multiplied automatically. One man, multiple narratives, exponential impact. And when the stock surged, Musk still didn't cash out. Because attention wasn't the endgame. It was leverage. And with leverage, Musk unlocked a system that allowed him to grow richer without selling anything at all. Most people think the rich get richer by selling assets. Elon Musk does the opposite. He almost never sells. Why? Because selling is expensive. When you sell shares, you trigger taxes, sometimes billions of dollars at once. You lose ownership. You lose future upside. And once control is gone, it never comes back. Musk found a smarter path. He borrows against his wealth. Here's how it works. Simple, but powerful. Musk owns massive amounts of Tesla and SpaceX stock. Banks see those shares as extremely valuable collateral. Instead of selling stock to get cash, Musk takes out loans using his shares as security. So when he needs money to live, invest, or expand, he doesn't sell, he borrows. Loans are not income, and because they're not income, they're not taxed. This is one of the biggest secrets of ultra-wealthy money growth. Musk keeps his ownership, avoids taxes, and still has access to billions in liquidity. Meanwhile, his assets continue growing in value. It's a loop. Stock value rises, right pointing arrow, borrowing power increases, right pointing arrow, more capital, right pointing arrow, more growth. But there's another layer most people miss. Musk uses time as a weapon. Inflation slowly reduces the real value of debt. If your assets grow faster than your loan interest, your debt effectively shrinks over time. For Musk, whose companies can jump in value by tens of billions in a single year, debt becomes almost invisible. Risky? Yes. Reckless? No. Because Musk controls the companies generating that growth. This is why crashes don't scare him the same way they scare ordinary investors. He's not trading short-term. He's building systems designed to outgrow debt itself. And while the public debates whether he's over-leveraged, the machine keeps running. But even leverage has limits. To protect his empire and keep growing, it required something deeper than money, debt, or attention. It required control. Most billionaires eventually lose control. They bring in boards. They answer to shareholders. They compromise. Elon Musk refused to play that game. From the beginning, Musk understood a truth richer than money itself. If you don't control the direction, you don't control the outcome. That's why he structured his companies differently. At Tesla, SpaceX, and his other ventures, Musk didn't aim to own everything, he aimed to own enough. Enough shares, enough voting power, enough influence to steer the ship, even in storms. SpaceX is the clearest example. It's private. That single decision changed everything. Without public shareholders demanding quarterly profits, Musk could think in decades. He could spend billions today to build rockets that wouldn't pay off for years. While competitors chased short-term stock boosts, Musk built long-term dominance. Control gave him patience, and patience multiplied value. At Tesla, even as a public company, Musk tied his compensation not to salary, but to impossible performance milestones. If Tesla didn't grow to massive valuations, he earned nothing. That move did two things. It aligned him with shareholders. It locked his focus on explosive growth. When Tesla succeeded, Musk didn't just get paid, his wealth skyrocketed. This is the part most people miss. Musk doesn't extract money from his companies. He lets the companies inflate his ownership value. CEOs drain companies with bonuses. Owners let value compound. And when critics tried to remove him, calling him reckless, unstable, or too powerful, Musk leaned into transparency and results. Rockets landed, cars sold, market caps exploded, performance silenced resistance, because control backed by results is untouchable. But Musk's final move was even bigger. He stopped thinking like a businessman. He started thinking like an architect of systems. Money was no longer the goal. It was a side effect.